Hey, welcome back to Let's Talk About It, the show where you bring the chaos and we sort through it together. I'm your host, Wellington, and today we have a juicy one. A juicy one, people. We're talking pilots, Duolingo, flight attendants, and a wife who is holding it together with what I can only imagine is dry shampoo and determination. Let's get into it. Anna, welcome to the show, girl.
Thank you, Wellington. I can't believe I'm actually doing this.
No. You need to be doing this. This is exactly the place for it. So, Anna, you're a stay-at-home mom, two little ones at home.
Yes, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old.
So you're basically running a small, very loud, very sticky country by yourself.
That is the most accurate description of my life I have ever heard.
And your husband, he's a pilot, international routes, gone for days at a time.
At least 3 days, sometimes 5. It depends on the route.
Okay, so let me get the full picture. He's up in the sky, you're down on Earth wiping noses and cutting crusts off sandwiches, and meanwhile, something feels off.
Something feels very off, Wellington. It's been building for a few months now. He just seems distant when he comes home, like he's physically here but mentally still on the plane.
And then came the Duolingo situation.
Yes, the Duolingo situation.
Anna, how many languages are we talking?
He started with Portuguese, then he added Italian, and last week I saw Spanish on his phone.
3 languages simultaneously on Duolingo. Okay, I want to be fair here. Some people just love languages. I really do. But 3 at once, that's not passion for linguistics. That is a man with a very specific frequent flyer program in mind. But we don't know that yet. What else is going on?
There's a flight attendant. I don't know her personally, but I've heard through some of the other wives in the pilot community that she and my husband have been seen together a lot, like more than just work.
The Pilot Wives Network. Do not sleep on the Pilot Wives Network, people. Those women know everything. Okay, so Anna, let me ask you something direct, and I want you to really think about it. Have you actually talked to your husband about any of this? Not hinted, not left the Duolingo app open hoping he'd notice you noticed. Actually sat him down and had the conversation.
No.
That's what I thought. And I'm not judging you. Raising 2 babies alone while managing worry and suspicion, you're exhausted. The last thing you want is also to start a difficult conversation. But Anna, here's the truth, and I'm going to say it with love. Silence is not protecting your marriage. It is just letting the problem redecorate and move in permanently.
I just don't want to accuse him of something he didn't do.
And that is a sign that you're a good, fair person. But there is a massive difference between an accusation and a conversation. You're not walking in saying, I know what you did. You're walking in saying, I feel disconnected from you, and I need us to talk about it. That is not an accusation. That is a wife fighting for her marriage. Big difference.
When you say it like that...
It sounds less terrifying, right? Good. Now let's talk strategy, because Wellington doesn't just identify problems, we solve them. First thing, timing matters. Do not have this conversation the minute he walks through the door jet-lagged at midnight. That man will say something stupid just from exhaustion, and you'll both end up hurt for no reason. Wait until he's rested, the kids are napping or in bed, and you have real uninterrupted time.
Okay, that's actually really practical.
Second thing, lead with your feelings, not his behavior. Don't open with, why are you learning Portuguese? Open with, I've been feeling really lonely and disconnected from you, and I'm scared about where we are. When you lead with your feelings, a man who loves you cannot argue with that. He can only respond.
And if he gets defensive?
If he gets defensive immediately, without even trying to understand you, Anna, that tells you something too. A man with nothing to hide doesn't panic, he comforts. Watch how he responds. That response is data.
Okay, what about the flight attendant rumor specifically?
You can absolutely bring it up, but bring it up after you've established the emotional foundation of the conversation. Don't lead with it. Once you've said, I feel disconnected, once he's engaged, then you can say, and I've been hearing things that are making my anxiety worse, and I need you to be honest with me. And then, this is important, you need to actually listen, not just wait for him to finish talking. Actually listen.
Okay, and the Duolingo?
Yes, ask about the Duolingo in a calm way. Hey babe, I noticed you've been learning multiple languages. What's that about? Maybe it's innocent. Maybe he wants to connect better with passengers. Or maybe his answer doesn't quite add up, and now you have more information. Either way, you asked, and you know more than you did before.
This all sounds so doable when you break it down.
It is doable, Anna. You are not a weak woman. You are a woman who has been managing an entire household solo, raising 2 children and carrying a fear she hasn't voiced out loud. That takes incredible strength, but strength also means having the hard conversations for yourself, for your kids, for your marriage.
What if the answer isn't what I want to hear?
Then you deal with that truth with the same strength you've been dealing with everything else. And you won't be alone. There are counselors, therapists, support communities, people who help families navigate exactly this. But you cannot get to a solution, good or hard, without first opening the door. Right now, that door is just closed, and both of you are standing on opposite sides of it.
Yeah, you're right.
You've got this, Anna. You really do. And hey, if he turns out to be learning Portuguese just for you, a romantic trip to Lisbon might be on the horizon. If not, well, you'll handle it, because you clearly handle everything.
Thank you, Wellington. I genuinely feel better.
That's what we're here for. Now go put those babies to bed, get some rest, and when your husband lands, have the conversation.
I will. I promise.
We're rooting for you, Anna. Every single one of us. And that is a wrap on today's episode of Let's Talk About It. I'm Wellington, and remember, the conversation you keep avoiding is usually the exact one you need to have. See you next time.